right. Camera on. Good morning, everybody. I'd like to call the Highway and Waterways and Building Committee meeting to order Thursday, May 15, 2025. Can I have a roll call, please? Oh, you need that, don't you?
Mr. Carrico?
Present.
Mr. Marion? Mr. Hess? Present. Ms. Parker? Mr. Swanson? Present. Mr. Featherling? Present. Mr. Dunniel? Mr. Miller? Mr. Kirkstra? Present. Mr. Smith? Ms. Rittman-McEmmy? Present. Ms. Amber Turner? Mr. Crutcher? Present. Mr. Nims? Yes. Ms. Denise Turner? Present. Mr. Alexander Hildebrand? Present. We do have a quorum.
Thank you. I'm gonna need a motion and a second to allow Mr. Featherling into the meeting. Okay. Denise Turner, Ian Swanson. Everybody in favor signify by say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Same sign. Okay. Welcome, sir. I don't have any public comments on my desk. Is there any public comments? Is there any public comments? Hearing none. I need a motion on a second to approve the minutes from April 10th, 2025. Crutcher, okay. And then I believe Parker? Okay, Parker was second. Everybody in favor, signify by say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Same sign. Okay, motion carries. Let's see what else comes in here. Oh, Miller. Okay. The other thing I'd like to do, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a motion on a second to move number 8 before the bidding and letting. So if you can, okay, Chairman made a motion, Swanson second. Everybody in favor, signify by say aye. 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 Anybody opposed? Same sign. Okay, motion carries. All right, Mr. Workman.
Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day out there today. Hope everybody can enjoy it. We'll start out with the facility dude report. There's 109 work orders completed for the month of April, 55 currently in process. That number's a little bit higher on the process ones because I went through a couple of my buildings and I kind of fine-tuned looking for some extra things to get done. So that's why that number's up a little bit as we speak, and we've been down a couple guys due to some FMLA and everything else. So we're trying to catch up on those as we speak. Any questions on those? No. Okay, moving on to the financial report. We currently are at a budget of $463,375 compared to $630,267 at this time last year. That's a significant drop as where we're at right now, only because I've been trying to fine-tune some of the stuff and process a lot of things in-house instead of sending out to other contractors and stuff like that. We are very capable of using our mechanics in a better way than it used to be, I believe. Line number 52100, we're currently 42,220 comparative to 65,231 last year. Like I said, we're trying to do a little bit more inside. Line number 56400 is the outside contractor repairs. You can see that number is dramatically dropped. We're currently at 80,253 compared to 141,254 at the same time last year. Line number 87510 is the building improvements. That would be like exterior improvements and so forth. We're just coming into the summer season, so we haven't spent a whole lot outside yet. There'll be some coming up, but we're currently at $525 compared to $82,037 last year. So as you look at it, currently that's for our exceptions is the maintenance contracts. We talked about this last month and we'll continue to talk about it. I had no choice when they sent their numbers up after our budget come in for the year. So their increases have raised it a little bit. We're currently at 78,964 compared to 69,525 at this time last year. So we're just a little bit up on that. Any questions? Going to the building report. Here at the 189 East Court Street building, we engaged, like I said last month, in the ComEd incentive program for changing all the LED lighting. Obviously, you can see how bright it is in here today. That is as of last night at 7:30, the last light fixture was installed. This building is complete. They started it a week ago Monday, and I stayed with them most nights, directing and giving them info that they needed. They were here most nights till 8, 9 o'clock at night, and I was here with them so we could move the process along quickly. We had to use that time in the evenings to make sure they got into the office areas that we didn't want to disturb the people during the day. We had no issues whatsoever. Everybody was very, very cooperative. I tried to keep ahead of the game and let them know 24 hours in advance what areas we were going to be in. And my guys did a great job helping out, cleaning up the hallways and keeping everything clear and in a safe position for us. Courthouse. Last month I talked about water seepage on the northeast corner of the courthouse. We have had that installed. PSI flashed the perimeter and caulked it all in. They also covered the little window well holes so that no more trash and water could possibly penetrate into that. That happened this week. We haven't had any rain yet, so I can't tell if that process has cured the seepage part, but we will find out the next heavy rain. There's several events over the last month that's happened on the courthouse lawn. Today is the police memorial event. It starts at 11 today. Anybody that's wanting to join, I really highly encourage to go out and show our support for the police in the area. Old jail, only minor repairs. Most detainees have been moved to Jerome Combs. First floor and third floor have been vacated. We only have inmates on the second floor currently. So we're going to go through over the next couple months and we're going to try to help improve that a little bit further while we have nobody in the units. We've already gone through a lot of the plumbing and issues like that, correcting it. But now we're going to get to some painting and sprucing it up so that when we bring the inmates back, we had that time to take care of the issues. We had nothing really going on at the annex this month. Out at JCDC, Jerome Combs, A and B dorms, as I talked in the last month, we started those and they are complete. We redid the shower walls, fixed some issues in there, added some towel hook areas for them. The walk-in freezer out there, we had an issue. The compressor went out on it. That is replaced at a cost of about $12,286. Animal control. The supplemental heaters that we talked in the past about, they are up, installed, and complete. They are functional. Of course, right now we don't need them, but we are prepared for next season. We've been cleaning out the old animal control building. Anything that was salvageable as far as desks and everything, we have brought over to 189. So we can possibly use those in the future when the courthouse renovation might happen. Anything that was in there that was deteriorated or just book shelving and stuff like that, we've got a dumpster on site that we are actually throwing that stuff in the dumpster. And a lot of the plastics and everything from the lighting, we also are sending that out there. Any questions? I want to put a thank you out there in recognition to Eric Cavender and express my gratitude for his role and contribution of time involved in the lighting project. Not only this one, but the ICANN lighting project. We both teamed up on it, and he helped me out. I helped him out as far as coverage and getting questions answered and so forth. But I really think he needs a round of applause for that one. Unfortunately, he's on vacation today, and he's not going to hear it. We did a walkabout out at JCDC. I invited everybody via email. Anthony Carrico and Denise both showed up, and we did a walkthrough. They looked at the couple of the dorms that had been painted up. They did a couple other areas, and they went into the medical section to look at how well it's being produced out there. Would either one of you like to make any comments?
Well, I'd like to, first of all, to thank you and the sheriff for organizing and facilitating that tour. And that was really very informative. And it's like you guys here received the information from him, what is happening, what they have to do there. And you guys generally have to approve different things. And there was just an amazing kind of type of work that they did. He just like, the place looks really, really nice. That was well done and needed. He explained to us how the water was actually getting around all the rooms and damaging the floors and doing some other issues there. So I was very impressed and very happy to see the progress and see the end results of the work.
Yes, sir.
And thank Denise for joining during that time too. And then I think any of you guys, if you ever want to have a little tour of the facility, just get a hold of him, talk to him, and he will be very happy to organize this and make it happen. So thank you.
Moving on, I went out to Will County Detention Center last week. I met with their maintenance department supervisors. I was just trying to get some information about, hey, how do you work some of your systems? What vendors do you use? And just gathering information. I also shared quite a bit of information, what I've found over the time I've been here so far. It was a great visit. They're very, very engaged with helping us out if we have some issues. And I'll talk a little bit about that as we go down. But overall, it was good for me. I'm also going to try to engage with a couple other ones just to see what kind of products and service they're getting out of their vendors as well. And then as we're going forward, I spoke in the last couple of meetings about how I engaged in some companies that what we currently have as far as paper and chemicals compared to what I can actually bring in. So some of your information on your tablets there are what I have found as far as pushing these guys to be competitive. I went back to the current vendor that we have. I said these numbers are just outrageous. We need some kind of resolution on this. So I'm still with that company, but I also have another company that we're going to share so I can keep them competitive. I went back and pulled every invoice from 1st of January 24 through December of 24. I took the numbers that they came back with as far as lowering costs for us. I find out that we were not in a government program. I'm not sure why that wasn't implemented before I moved in. But if you look at the numbers for JCDC, we had Jerome Combs spent $155,284.66 last year in body soap, shampoos, floor cleaners, paper products as far as toilet paper and hand towels. Old Jail spent $108,512.98. The admin building here, we spent $10,810. That's a total of $274,607.64 we spent in that category last year. After price adjustments and me getting on this company about the way we've been going through it, after price reduction, me categorizing it, you can see it on your sheets. I went through every last one and redid it. If I were to buy apples to apples, so whatever we spent last year and what we may spend this year, if I used it the same aspect, we saved $170,646.80. I'm sorry, it went down to that number. The total savings, if I bought it all, I would be saving this year $103,960.84. That's significant. You have a question?
You know what? I just have to thank you for this. This is amazing that you've gone through this process, figured out a way to save, and I'm also, very impressed with the way you've handled your budget this year. I think you've cut costs in so many different areas, and we are so thankful to have you. We really are, because you've done a fantastic job ever since you've started.
Great. I appreciate that. And on that note, now with the detainees going down, there's a fluctuation right now, and we're on a low point right now. I'm not saying that number of 103,000 is going to be the same this year. With them going down, I'm going to order less. But if you look at the overall percentages on the bottom of your sheets, it's a 36.5% savings. That is just a ridiculous number in my eyes. Why we were getting gouged, can't answer that. I went to them. I even asked for a credit, and they kind of did not push that one so well. But I mean, if you made that much money off us last year and you're going to lower us by this much, I thought that would be a great way of trying to get a little bit of our money back. But as of right now, they didn't do that. That's pretty much all I have. Is there any questions or comments?
Any questions, comments? No. I need a motion in a second to accept the buildings report. Kirkstra, second. Okay. So, did you get the second one? Right there. So everybody in favor signify by say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Same sign. All right. Thank
Appreciate
you very
your
much,
time.
sir.
Hope to see you out at the courthouse later. That's 11 o'clock.
All righty. Let me look it over here. So, moving on, we're gonna go to the county engineers here. Gonna be for first on the item here will be the bidding and the lettings. So we're gonna need a motion and a second to open the bids and the letting. Parker has second. Everybody in favor signify by say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Same sign. All right, so here it is, sir.
Okay, what we're opening bids for today is resurfacing of County Highway 53 east of St. Anne, and we're planning on putting bituminous shoulders on Warner Bridge Road between 113 and 102, going down the hills. First bid we have is from Gallagher Asphalt.
Jed, I didn't see you come in. Now I can see you over there.
Bid bonds included. Okay, and the base total, your bid tabs there show an estimate of 3.3 million. That was adding the alternates. What we're accepting the bids on is the base total today, and their number is 1,789,000 or 4, I can't tell, $716.10. And next bid is from Kankakee Valley Construction Corp. Bid bonds included, and their bid for the base bid is $1,502,209.51, and that is the last bid. So the apparent low bidder is Kankakee Valley Construction. We will take these bids back and check the math, make sure everything adds up. But as of right now, the apparent low bidder is Kankakee Valley Construction Corp.
Okay, so that's the only two you have, right?
Correct.
Okay. So we have the bids were been opened, so I'm gonna need a motion on a second to accept the lowest responsible bidder after a review from the engineers here. Swanson was first, Denise Turner second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Carrico,
Aye.
Mr. Hess, Ms. Parker, Mr. Swanson, Mr. Featherling,
Aye.
Mr. Miller,
Aye.
Mr. Kirkstra,
Aye.
Ms. Rittman Agemi, Mr. Crutcher, Mr. Nims, Ms. Denise Turner, Mr. Alexander Hildebrand. Motion carries.
Thank you. Next, it will be the county engineer's pay estimate. I need a motion and a second to combine, and also to exclude the readings of each of those. If you don't mind, can I have a motion and a second? Kirkstra? Okay, now it's Chad. Everybody in favor? Signify by say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Same sign. All right. So, do you have any comments on those? Well, do you have any questions on those pay estimates? Go ahead, sir. You have some?
Do we need a roll call for that?
For the approval, yes. I just had to combine first.
I see.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a motion to approve in a moment here.
Perfect.
I'm gonna open for questions if anybody has one. Questions, comments for him? You don't have anything to add?
Nope.
Okay, so nothing to add, so I need a motion and a second to approve the county engineer's pay estimate. Kirkstra, second. Denise Turner. Roll call, please.
Mr. Carrico,
Aye.
Mr. Hess, Ms. Parker, Mr. Swanson, Mr. Featherling,
Aye.
Mr. Miller, Mr. Kirkstra, Ms. Rittman Agemi, Mr. Crutcher, Mr. Nims, Ms. Denise Turner, Mr. Alexander Hildebrand. Motion carries.
Thank you. Okay, next will be the resolutions. We have 3 over here. So on the first one, if you don't mind to read the title of the resolution for the record, please.
Okay, this first one is a resolution authorizing the county board chairman to sign the local agency agreement for federal participation and appropriating matching tax funds for resurfacing County Highway 41. What we have is an agreement from IDOT, and the feds are paying 80% of this resurfacing bill, and what we're agreeing to is paying the local match, which I believe is $139,000.
All right. Do you have any questions for? Yeah. No questions. I need a motion. We're gonna dispense some money, so I'll be gonna a motion on the second to approve the first resolution on A. Okay, Parker. Second, Swanson. All right, so it'll be a roll call, please.
Mr. Carrico,
Aye.
Mr. Hess, Ms. Parker, Mr. Swanson, Mr. Featherling,
Aye.
Mr. Miller, Mr. Kirkstra, Ms. Rittman Agemi, Mr. Crutcher, Mr. Nims, Ms. Denise Turner, Mr. Alexander Hildebrand. Motion carries.
Thank you. Next resolution, if you can read for the record, please.
All right, resolution authorizing the county board chairman to sign an engineering agreement with Hutchison Engineering Incorporated and appropriate county bridge funds to design a bridge replacement on County Highway 37 in Otto and Aroma Townships, and that is the Sugar Island Bridge. And in a previous meeting, I mentioned that Hutchison was able to secure a $3+ million grant for construction funds for this bridge. So this is just to approve them getting started on the design of the bridge.
Questions, comments? Okay, once again, I need a motion and a second to approve this resolution. Crutcher? Okay. Kirkstra, second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Carrico,
Aye.
Mr. Hess, Ms. Parker, Mr. Swanson, Mr. Featherling,
Aye.
Mr. Miller, Mr. Kirkstra, Ms. Rittman Agemi, Mr. Crutcher, Mr. Nims, Ms. Denise Turner, Mr. Alexander Hildebrand.
Thank you. Motion carries. And the last resolution. Let's see.
All right, this is the resolution authorizing the county board chairman to sign an agreement for the county engineer, that's me, salary. Usually we do this in November or December of every year, but the Association of County Engineers had sent a request to IDOT asking that everybody's salaries be raised, and IDOT agreed. But it took a long time. It took till May for them to figure out the answer. Part of the process is they rank the counties based on your population, your traffic, your assessed valuation, and they'll move the county rankings around. Like right now, Kankakee County is rated the 14th in terms of county engineer salaries, the 14th highest in the state, based on everything we've got going on here. And so what this is allowing is that transfer state funds to pay 50% of my salary and agreeing to my salary at the same time.
Any questions? I'm sorry? Oh, you're making a motion. There's no questions? Anybody want to have the questions for him about his money? All right, so Parker made a motion. Crutcho second. A roll call, please.
Mr. Carrico,
How loud? Aye.
Mr. Hess, Ms. Parker, Mr. Swanson, Mr. Featherlane,
Yes.
Mr. Miller, Mr. Kirkstra,
Aye.
Ms. McGibby, Mr. Crutcher, Mr. Nims, Ms. Denise Turner, Mr. Alexander Hildebrand. Motion carries.
Thank you. I just realized a little bit ago that we have like a movie actor on the back there. You know, dark sunglasses. And it's like, oh my. But anyways. So that was it with the resolution. So moving on to the waterways here. First thing on the waterways will be the Roman Park Sediment Management Project update. Do you have something for us at this time?
No, just a statement that they're smack dab in the middle of removing the sediment. My guesstimate they're 50% done right now.
Well, I've seen
Ways
quite a
to
bit
go.
of stuff happening. So, Ben, do you have anything else that you can add? No? Okay. Equipment?
I got one.
All right. Everything going okay?
Their equipment seems to be working all right. Well, I'll get to that later.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
Oh, Mr. Fedlin, go ahead.
Yeah. You had mentioned something one time about a maintenance permit. I got some information on that for you, Greg. I got to get together with you and talk to you about that. It's coming up pretty soon.
Okay.
All right.
That's it. Okay.
Thank you. All right, so moving on. Kankakee County Waterways Advisory Subcommittee update. The update that I can give you is that we have a meeting. That committee is going to have a meeting on the first Thursday of June, which is going to be June 5th at 8:30 a.m. here. And I wanted to remind you that that committee is just to meet and give some ideas and recommendation to this committee. And according to what they approved, which was their bylaws, they had 3 items that they will work with, which is education, restoration, and safety. Those are the 3 things that they should be focusing on to give us ideas of things to make it better. And another thing that I want to say is that under the educational part, I had proposed that on the past to offer a boating safety, countywide boating safety course. So myself and Eric right now, Eric is helping me to put this together to promote this. And more information is coming up. and that will probably be something that will be hosted at the health department, and there will be a boating safety education, which each participant will be getting a certificate, which is recognized by DNR or the state. So that's coming up. So more information will come to that. That's what I have for the Waterways and Advisor Subcommittee update. Anybody have any questions? Okay. Alrighty, moving on to old business. So we got the first one is the County Highway 17. Is that what it is? The bridge?
Correct. Yeah. Instead of me telling a story, I figured I'd give you a few pictures to show you what we're doing out there, and it's starting to look like a bridge. The piers are built. They just installed the deck beams last week. I think the last picture shows them all in place. So we're over the hump. We're kind of expecting this to be done somewhere in July, weather dependent. So the first bridge we built since I've been here, so I'm all excited. Oh, there's plenty more to come. We've got more in line behind this one.
Sounds good. How about a surplus equipment there?
Next attachment, I included a sheet from, we use Gov Deals to auction off our surplus equipment, and you can see some of the prices we got. We did very well. In fact, like every auction, the real bidders came out in the last half an hour. I think we had a boom mower that went for $48,000. With a half an hour to go, it was at $28,000, so it went up $20,000 in the last half an hour. All you need are two bidders that want it bad enough, and we had that on a couple of these items. So I'm happy with the results. We made a lot of money on that, and helps pay the bills.
Questions, anyone? Comments, questions? No? All right. River equipment, that's the fun part, huh?
Well, I was hoping to announce a date for a showcase where we could show all our equipment. You can all come out and see what we do with the river equipment. Unfortunately, we've been dealing with some warranty issues. Our chipper has been taken back to the shop. Turns out there was a hole in the radiator, brand new chipper. So I can't pick a date until I know they're bringing that back, and right now I'm kind of just sitting and waiting. But we had training on the crane again. The crane company came out and they found a few bugs, which we thought that got solved when they delivered it the first time, but not so. They came out, trained our guys. We were cutting down a few trees down by our yard. We've been hauling the stuff around on our lowboy, getting used to doing that. So hopefully I'll send out a notice to everyone. Hey, we're going to be out. We've got a spot picked in Aroma Park, actually in the park by the railroad trestle. There's a log jam there. We can show kind of what every piece of our equipment can be used for, and you can come and watch and go ooh and ah or whatever you feel like doing. But we're going to show you what the money's been spent for and what we're doing with it. And I'm hoping June, but I don't want to promise because I'm at the mercy of Vermeer right now, who built the chipper, and they have to fix it.
Questions for him? Okay. Ms.
Yes,
Parker.
thank you, Mr. Chairman. What do you do with the mulch after you're done chipping?
Good question. We haven't had, we would dump it down by our yard, but we're gonna have a lot more mulch now. And I'm debating whether to just create a community pile and tell people come get it, or we'll load it for you. Because it's not, say if it's in the middle of the forest, we can spread it out around the ground, but in some locations, we have to haul the mulch out, and I don't mind if people take it.
Okay.
We will have no use for it, but I'm guessing a lot of people will.
They do. They will.
Anybody else?
Who's a moneymaker? I was, Mr. Chairman, just a suggestion. If we're going to have surplus mulch, there may be some landscaping companies that are looking for mulch, and we can sell them some mulch at a discounted price, and probably help in other ways for maintaining our process. For residents, we can make it's free for a small amount, but for larger amounts, for companies, at a reduced fee.
Yeah, we'd have to work out a few bugs. Say if we're cutting down 5 different types of trees, and you're gonna have mixed mulch, and we'll have to see if they would be interested in something like that.
It's just an idea.
Yeah, we'll think about it.
Getting outside of the box and thinking, not just thinking outside of the box.
Anybody else? Anything else for us?
No,
All
I'm
right.
done.
Motion
Thank
to
you so
adjourn.
much, and then stay cool.
It's not too late.
It's
Motion
gonna
to
be
adjourn.
Oh, well, hold on a second, sir. Is there any new business? Is there any new business? Is there any other business? Any other business? No, I think we already had a motion to adjourn. I need to have a second here. Mr. Hess? Yeah. All right, so that's a second. Everybody in favor, signify by say aye. Anybody opposed, the same sign. Stay warm and safe out there. Gonna be a warm day.